Okay, now that I have it downloaded, let's resume this. Okay, we're going to start with a different one. So distance from home plate. So make that your title. I had to download these videos. For some reason, it wouldn't let me open it in full screen. I don't know why. Okay, ready? Did you bring popcorn? No? Okay. Okay, be ready to copy down these labels right here. So save some time, do it on both graphs because you're going to have one for the answers, one for the guess. So do it to the graph on the left and the graph on the right. Okay, let's watch the video. So you're going to guess what it would look like. So how we did that band problem before, you're trying to figure out what the graph is going to look like on this situation. So you're doing the distance from home plate, so keep that in mind. So if he's starting at home plate, where do you think you're going to start? Okay. Now instead of trying to figure out every point, the distance, what are some stopping points we could kind of think of? Think of baseball. Where do you stop when you're running? Okay, so your plates. So pay attention to the time and the point where it's first base, second base, third base, and then back to home. All right. Here it goes. Okay, pay attention to the time. Start making your guess. Okay. So make your guess. I'm going to play it one more time. Just the half speed one. So if you don't have a guess, this is the last time. Make your guess. Okay, everyone have a guess? Once you have your guess, compare to those around you. Ah. Okay. Okay, check your answers. What do you think the corners represent on there? So we have a corner here, corner here, corner here. The bases. Okay, but remember we're not doing speed, we're doing distance from home plate. So he's running away from home plate. At what point is he the furthest away from home plate? Yep, right there. Now, the way, if you're still confused on this, the way you would want to answer this is when he's running, you want to find the parts that are the most important. So he started at 0, 0, right? So if I press play, when does he land on first base? And right there. So at 3, he lands on first base, and you have to estimate what's the distance from home plate. So they don't tell you that information, so it is an estimate on that part. Then press play. And your next coordinates coming up, you want to connect it at, looks like he was on the base right there. So about 8 seconds, maybe 7.5. That's where he's on second base, and you have to estimate the distance from home plate there. Last one, third base, and hits it now. So at 12 seconds, and then the last one will be back at home plate, which is why it gives you this answer. Hits first, hits second, hits third, and then back to home plate. Ready for another? Yeah? Opposite day? No? Okay. It's just too much excitement for some people. Next one. Ooh, we have so many options. Would you rather do balloon length, height of waist off ground, or height? Let's do height of waist off ground. Okay. And go ahead and copy the labels on this graph and title it something like playground so you remember what this video was. Who remembers why time is on the bottom? Why is time on the bottom? What kind of variable is it? It's an x. What kind of variable is that? Is x? Beyonce says it's a what? Independent. Spell it out for me. No? Okay. I know when I went too far. Let's watch it. Okay. Here, one more time. Okay, at 0, what do you think the height is off the ground? If he is, I guess, 6 feet tall, what do you think his height is for his waist? Around what? 3 feet, so it's about midpoint. So you can say at 0, you want your point at 3 feet, right? So let's try to do something. Just going to take a picture of this, but it'll work. So we have the height of his waist there. All right. Now, do I need to find the point the whole way up? Or just stop at that? So let's just stop at when there's a change. Because this would have been all constant. It would all been just a line. So whenever there's a change in the height, that's where you want to put another point. How high do you think he's off the ground now at this point? So before, this was 3 feet. What about this one? So right here would be 3, right? How high do you think this is? Come on, guys. It's a guess. Okay, so we'll go with 9. I wouldn't know the exact height, but it's definitely above 6 because when he was standing here, it was higher, right? At least have a guess, and then we'll see if it's correct. So 9 plus 3 is going to be 12. So this part would be 12 feet tall. If we're going with that guess, yeah? Oh. So if you go back just a little bit before he sits down, about right there. How high is his waist now? So what's the height off the ground? What did we say on the previous slide, guys? 12. Did it change at all? No. Okay, 12 feet. So now let's go back. Oh, falls down right there, right? Sits down. So here's his waist. What do you think his height is? So Karen was saying, how tall was this? 9. So what do you think his height is? All right. So it's about 9. We are only estimating, right? Oh, look at that. Did anyone catch this? He's taking a breather. He's nervous. So he took a breather for about 3 seconds. We need to write that down in our information. What was the height? Still 9. Okay. And now his waist is over here. What do you think the height is here? Marcella? 2. 2 feet. Guys, we're only estimating on this. We don't have the exact answer because we're not doing tape measure. So just throw something out, and we're going to check if it's right. Oh, and look at that Olympic stand. How tall is this? What's his height now? 3. Okay. Okay, so what this makes is coordinates. So I want you to check that you have these coordinates here. So first coordinate was, well, we got to figure out what's your x, what's your y. What was x? Huh? What does x represent in this graph? Time. So y is your distance. What's your time here? 0. What's your distance, your height? 3. So we're making coordinates now from this information. So make sure you have 0, 3. I'm going to try to go a little bit quicker, so make sure you're paying attention. Oh, okay. All right, then at 5, what was my distance? 5, comma. At 5 seconds, what's my height? 12. Make sure you have 5, 12 as a coordinate. Now at 6, what's my height? 6, 12. At 7, what's my height? 7, 9. At 12, what's my height? Come on, guys. 12, 9. Okay, Jonna, haven't heard anything from you today. Usually you love talking, right? Okay, maybe not. At 13, what's your height? Look up here. Answers on the board. At 13, what's his height? 2. So make sure you have 13, 2 as a coordinate. And then he finishes. There wasn't a time, but what does your time go to, like 15? So we'll say 15, comma what? 3. So make sure you have that coordinate as well. So I know we took a long process to like figure out how to do this, but does it make sense that you're looking for the changes and then that's the coordinates that you're making? Okay. Let's do one more as your exit ticket, and this is the one that shows me you're ready to leave and that you understand what we're doing here. All right. Okay, let's do the one I promised you. Height this way. Everyone ready? I'm going to play it after you copy the labels. I'm going to play it all the way through one time so you can finish that and start your weekend. Okay, copy the labels, time and height. Do it for your guess and do it for your answer. We didn't go over the other one, the answer part, because we did it together. Found out that that would be the answer, so everyone should have their guess as correct. Okay. You should have a guess going right now. So remember, you're picking height off of the ground. Should I play it one more time? So you can get the seconds? Okay, once I see a guess from everyone, we'll play the answer and you copy the answer down. Good. As long as you have an answer. Good. No, that wasn't for you guys. Okay, copy down the answer. Look up here. Okay, make sure you have that copy down, put it in your folder, and I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend.